Hi, Rob Grimes with the IFBTA, and I have the pleasure this afternoon of being with Kevin Jaskolka, the Vice President of Marketing for PAR Technology. So welcome.
Thanks, Robert. Appreciate it.
What are the trends that you guys follow? What do you try, when you spot a trend, how do you move in that direction?
Yeah, so it's informed in a couple of different ways, and obviously digital is the big trend. And by digital, I mean on the restaurant side, where we're looking at kind of the culmination of online or mobile ordering combined with in-house ordering, how that ties into loyalty, and then how that ties into payment. There's a big piece of that now, right? So, looking at that as one piece, and it's really informed by industry trends, by folks like your group, other allied groups out there, but also what we're hearing back in response from our customers and understanding what their current roadmap is and where they want to go in the future. So taking that into account and then incorporating that into our roadmaps.
Now, are those all product applications that PAR itself provides, or do you do that through partners?
The great answer is it can be both, right? So PAR does have current in product around loyalty, around payments, obviously, and around online ordering, but we can also partner in the ecosystem as well. So if you already have something like Olo or Punch or Hot Schedules, we can tie into those, right, as well as many other types of allied systems.
And I suppose that because you are so international as well, as you take a look at countries around the world, you're going to come across other players and partners you need to work with as well, that in order to be able to provide localization within the markets.
Right, and that comes about two ways, right? So customer defined localizations, but also working through our channel to expand our development group and be able to do localization through our channel partners as well.
Okay, so as we think about the things then for the future, because you've talked about what the trends are, you're talking about meeting the trends, are there some developing things that are coming up in the next 12 to 18 months that PAR has its focus on right now, and we're going to see some new products coming out to cover? I mean, I think the health safety thing is in itself not being covered by most suppliers within the marketplace.
Right. So you look at food safety specifically. It's such a manual process. So the biggest competition in the food safety space isn't other software companies, which is interesting, but it's really the old mindset of using pen and paper to handle food safety logging.
And the thermometer in the pocket.
Yeah, exactly. And with a spiral bound notebook, so it's hard to get global visibility of that, much less 5 to 10 store visibility of that. It's hard to prove that just because it's documented it being done, the check at 5:15, did it really happen at 5:15 if it's a manual process? So, the forward-looking companies, and we see it in grocery, we see it in C-store, we're starting to see more of it in restaurant. They're looking at how to use technology to be better compliant to the Food Safety Modernization Act and automate and digitize hazard analysis and critical control point processes.
Now, this is under the SureCheck product line?
Correct.
So how did PAR decide to get into that specific space? Was it an open need? Was it an acquisition that you did? Was it a customer request? How did you identify that?
It's kind of obvious in some respects, right? Because you think about, first of all, you got to have it, and it needs to be done right. And PAR has always digitized processes, right? We're the first standalone POS system that was, a computerized based system, and then we take that into food safety and bring our knowledge and ability to find patterns, analyze them, and then bring that data visible to the organization for action. It's a great allied market for our restaurant space, and it makes a lot of sense for us to be in there. And what we understand and how we can leverage software, hardware, sensors, right, in the cloud.
Right.
It's all in our wheelhouse and becomes a really strong solution for us.